Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. So today you join me at MrKarting round 3 of the heavyweight championship. That is right guys. So if the minimum weight of this competition is 85 kg. So if you weigh 85 kg, you have to have weights put into your cart to add up to 110 kg. So if you're over 110 kg, you are a bit, you are at a bit of an advantage, okay, disadvantage. So, guys, this is once a month, every month of the year, 12 rounds of of the heavyweight championship. So this is round 3, guys. So if you'd like to stay with me, put that like button, subscribe another video. Without further ado, let's begin. So this is practice right now. So just getting used to the track. Obviously, this is the first time, guys, in 3 rounds that I've driven this track in dry conditions. That is right. So both times I've been, it has been chucking it down with rain. So this is the first time of this competition in round 3 where I'm driving this track on a dry, and I've got to say it's such a fast track. Alright, it's such a fast track. Obviously I didn't realise you don't really have to brake on this track. Little tap on the brake here and there, but most of the time it's straight flat. But anyway guys, so how this works, you get practice, 1 shot qualifying, so you do 1 lap and then another lap, and then you come in, set your qualifying lap, and then you get 3 heats, and then you get final race at the end. So how this works is you get heavyweight league and rookie league. Heavyweight league is where they've been before, I competed at this track before, like last year's competition. Rookies is if it's your first time here, you compete against your own rookie league. So you've got heavyweight league and rookie league, both the same, but just heavyweights are the ones that have been there beforehand. So I'm in the rookie league because it's my first, the first year at this track, so that is why I'm in the rookie league. So hopefully next year I can be into the heavyweight league. So we'll see what happens, guys. But anyway, this is practice, like I say. So 5-minute practice to get used to the track, and it's good that I do this because first time driving it in the rain, in the dry, so nice to get a feel to the track on how it actually goes. Look at that, the guy right there went into the mud. Somehow I followed him into the mud, so my race suit was muddy that night because of that. So anyway guys, so yeah, so like to the video, my little like button, subscribe if you're not already, and yeah, I take you through each section as it goes on, each commentary as it goes on, because this can get brutal. But obviously, if you know heavyweight racing, it can become an absolute carnage fest. Okay, it can be carnage. And if you've not watched my round 2 where I had the biggest crash of my karting journey, man, it is a awful crash. I woke up next morning with bruised ribs. It was that bad. So if you've not watched it yet, watch after this video. It's round 2. I'm sure you'll see it. It's titled "The Biggest Crash I've Had." So anyway, I don't know why I put so much practice into this video here, but it just shows you, it just shows you the improvements I make as it goes on. Okay, so that's why I put it in a little bit, just to show you guys, just to show you guys, the improvements I make during each lap. So yeah, honestly, guys, this track is so fast. Like I say, I've driven this track twice before, and both times it's been absolutely chucking it down with rain. So it's good to see this track at its full potential. I've got to say, I can't wait till the summer, because it's going to be so fast in the summer, man. But yeah, I think we're coming to an end to practice soon, guys. I promise you, we're coming to an end to practice. Sean and me, this is Sean right here. We had a good battle during this practice session. I quite enjoyed it. Good battle. So if you're watching this, I know you are. Hello. But anyway, yeah, God, this track, man, is so fast, and I love it so much. It's once a month, like I say, so you don't have to go all the time, but if you go every month, then you're in for a better chance of winning the whole competition. So it's nice to do that. So that is my aim, to go every month of the year. Just see where I finish, basically. Just to see, just see how far I can get in this competition. Okay, so yeah, we should be coming to an end soon, guys. I promise you, we should be coming to an end soon. But I thought I'd just put it in to show you guys, because obviously, it was quite entertaining to watch. see different lines of tape to see, you know, some improvements I made. This snake bit right here, I thought you had to brake here, but you literally just go flat out, man. You go flat out. But anyway, guys, here we go. The lights are on yellow, which means we're coming now into the pits. We now start our qualifying session. So you do one lap at the pit, and then when you come out to the finish line, your lap starts. So you'll see that right here, okay? So here we go. So my qualifying is starting right now. So I'll come out to the pits, just to get up to speed, you know, and you know, I do make a bit of a mistake on this qualifying session. So how it works is you do this qualifying session, and that's where you start on the heat 1. Okay, you get 3 heats, and the final at the end. So for the first heat, the qualifying lap does matter. So but I do make a mistake coming up soon, and yeah, you know, my practice session was faster than my qualifying session because I made an awful, you know, not a awful mistake, but it just kept skidding the car. But anyway, we are now starting this lap qualifying, okay? So can I get off to a good start? Kind of. Take it nice and tight around this corner right here. Take it tight there on the coming out to get a good exit. This corner here is my favourite there. That is where I made a mistake. I skidded a little bit. I skidded. So it took some time off my time right there. So that was annoying. And then also there, I kept bobbling because I could hit the curve too hard. So yeah, not a good qualifying session for me right there. So that will now put me down a little bit in the rankings. That is my qualifying finish done, and I'll come into the pit to see where I'll start for heat 1 of this session. So let's have a look together, shall we? Guys, the camera's right here and my filming is right here on the computer. So that's why I'm looking to different angles, because different areas. So here we go, guys. We now start our heat 1 of this competition, of this night, should I say. And can we get off to a good start? Let's have a look together, and then let's have a look together. The lights are on red. They are about to turn green. Any second now, the lights are on green, and away we go. So I get off to an awful start right here, okay? Awful start. Just, you know, for some reason my starting isn't very good, you know. That needs to improve a little bit in my opinion. So here we go. So we now come up to this half a lap later. What can we do? Can we get anything good going here? This guy right here, he kept braking, look at that, he kept braking right here. And I thought to myself, you know, guy, mate, you know, don't need to brake so much. And that's why I kept going to the back of him, because he kept braking on like bits where he didn't need to brake. Obviously, I did notice that, so that's why I do try and avoid hitting him, but just kept doing it. So yeah, so because of that, guys, because this guy is losing time to the ones in front, I'm also losing time to the ones in front. So here we go. Do I take it? No, I do not. In my opinion, I don't think it was fair for me to take that corner, because you know I could have caused a bit of an accident there. So I thought I'll back out and try again the next lap, okay? Because I thought, you know, if I do it here, bit of an unfair overtake. So that's why I didn't do it right there. So you know, I let him have it right here, but can I get any? Again, he broke right there again, so I went to the back of him. Okay, but he didn't leave it open for me right there, but I do try, but nothing. But can I get overtaken again here? He's sort of checking behind him to see. There I am. Not a bad, you know, not as bad, but again, he's broke again, so I'm going to the back of him yet again. Look at that, you see my head nodding right there, because he just, yeah. Anyway, I take a different line to him right here. I don't think he expected that, so now I took that position nice and clean right there, so I've moved up a position right now. So can I get anything else? Because I spent so long behind this guy, I've lost the one, you know, I lost the guys in front, so now it's just me trying to catch up to the ones in front of me. So can I do it, guys? Find that in this video right here. If you're liking it so far, man, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already. If you want more karting videos like this, let me know down below in the comments. So yeah, I'm in no man's land right here, guys. I'm literally in no man's land. There we go. The lap has finished. So I didn't get, you know, I get that position. So yeah, it's not great at all, but you know, still not too bad. So we do now come into the pit lane, I think, yeah, to start our round heat 2. So yeah, so I think I got P4 here. I think I got P4 here. And there we go, yeah, so we're now coming to the pit lane. So good points on the board right there, P4 to start off with. So I'm pretty happy with that, okay. So we're now coming to the pit lane, start our heat 2. Okay, this is where it kind of this is where it gets a bit hectic. So you will see what happens in this video here. I do in fact get a penalty, and it puts me way back in the, obviously I won't give it away too much, but yeah, we're now starting round 2, heat 2. I'm on the outside here, so you know, good position right here. So there's the lights on red, about to turn green any second now. Lights on green, and away we go. So again, I think after a good start, I've lost a position off the start already. I don't know why my car takes so long to start up. Honestly, so annoying. So yeah, again, I've lost position right here. Okay, so what can I do here? What happens here? Can I get around this guy? It's so tight coming to this lane. What happens here? This guy pulled in front of me, and I've literally took him into the barrier, guys. I've took him into the barrier, and that is where my race kind of ended. Obviously, I thought I might get away with it, but then me coming up to the next time I come round, I see on the board that I get a penalty point. So where I finish here, guys, will come with consequences. I'll explain to you where I finished at the end of this heat, but for now, I am now P5, okay, I'm now P5, so can I get anything else going? So let's have a look together. So Greg, who was in front in the blue, defending nice and good, you know, defending nice and hard. The guy in front of me telling me to push on, get past him, okay, and Greg left nice and, you know, good battling between these two right here. And now I try, and look at that guy, I look down, I've been penalty, that is right, so I've got a penalty point, so that means sometime we took off, so which means I will be lower in the where I finished. So there we go, so Greg left everything right there, and good bit of racing right there, so good racing Greg, that's good. So we now move on, I am now P4, so first heat, P4, right now P4, so you know what, I thought to myself I'm doing quite well, but then I thought to myself, no, I've got a penalty point coming, so quite annoying, quite a bit, you know. I think it was kind of fair because I did knock him to the barrier, and you know, I did come off after this here. I sort of apologised to him because he went flying into that barrier, and you know, he's only young, and so I'm a lot older than him, so it's kind of unfair. But you know, guys, heavyweight racing can cause anything. You know, heavyweight racing is the best in my opinion. You know, so much carnage happens, but also some of the best races in my opinion. If you watch indoor karting, BRKC, the best races are the heavyweight races in my opinion. So there we go. So yeah, you know, I'm going to come up with positions from P6 to P4, but like I say, a penalty is coming. So can I do anything right here? Can I do anything right here? I pushed him up a little bit right there, but I think it was a fair overtake in my opinion. I gave him room to get out of it as well, so let me down below in the comments, would that overtake clean? We come through these snakes up to the start finish line, and you know, now it's just me trying to pick up. There we go. We're now finished. I think that was a checkered flag right there, so we now have, yeah, that is it. So P4, got Kevin right here, it's from the Leicester lad. He comes from my local track, so nice to see him down here as well. And that's what we're talking about, you know, racing. So yeah, guys, so I got P4 in that race. I ended up in P8 due to my penalty points, so 4 places difference. So anyway, we are now starting round 3, heat 3. This is the final race of the night, okay. Again, I've lost position off the mark. My acceleration off the mark is terrible, and I did better at that. But yeah, okay, I lost position, but gained one back from that back marker right there. So yeah, so what can I do right here? Can I get anything going? My starts need to improve massively, and that's what I'm going to try and work on to start with them starts. Sean, I somehow took it wide. I'm now getting 2 positions back right here. I'm getting 2 positions back. Sean is inside of me. I try and get the car going a little bit more. 2 positions going right there. And again, guys, again, I'm P5 right now, so I'm getting a few positions yet again, okay. And yeah, not bad at all. So, but obviously, Round 2, obviously heat 2, I got a penalty point, so I did finish 4th, but I got 8 overall. Look at that, nice and tight, giving room to exit as well. So I think that was again another fair overtake. So basically, guys, yeah. So P8 has really shafted me a little bit. Okay, shafted me. Kevin likes to say shafted, so I'll say it for him. But yeah, so yeah, annoying, but fair penalty point. I did knock into the barrier, so not great. But anyway, we are going again. Can I get another position right here? Can I do it? Can I get around this guy here? Number 10, let's have a look. So I do try different angles here. So if I'm coming down to the snake, I do. Can I get a position here? Can I do it? Let's have a look. So I've got a guy behind me, literally up my backside. So now I've got to know, to defend, but also try and gain a position from the guy in front because he's dropping back a little bit. So I'm on his backside right here, bumper to bumper. Do I overtake him? Oh, a bit shimmy right there. But look at that, there's 4 of us racing right here. 4 of us racing, and here comes carnage. But yeah. So I've got 4 people behind me, I've got this guy in front of me right here, so now I've got to defend as well as attack. So let's see what happens together in the show. So do I do it nice and tight on that hairpin right there? Not a hairpin, but the corner. This corner here is my favourite corner because I do get a good exit again, but not enough. Not enough. If you take that corner nice and tight right there, yeah, you do lose a bit of time, but damn, I've got someone behind me here, so guys, look at that, just side of me right here, side of me right here. Literally, I do cut him a little bit, I do cut him off a little bit, obviously you've seen, but he has took it wide, guys. Number 10 has took it wide. After 2 laps later, he has took it wide, so now the guy behind me is pulling away. The back marker right here is holding us up, but we do get past him a little bit, but now don't get past number 10, but this number 10 in front of me, guys. He has lost his market in front, so now we're in no man's land. So let's just try and get past this guy, so pull away from the guy behind me, because the guys behind me are closing the gap. So can I get past this guy? Can I do it? It's been so long, it's been a couple of laps. Again, I try and take it wide, but then I realise there's someone on the inside, coming on the inside, so I come back in again to just block that corner off. But yeah. Good exit here, good exit, good exit. Can I do it? No, I don't want to start pushing because I've got a penalty point. Look at that, he's right behind me. So again, kind of like kind of shaky because I'm trying to get past him here just so I can get away from that guy, because that guy's a lot faster than me. So I've got to just try and defend as well as attack. But yeah, do I do it? I do it, I do it, I do it, yes. You know, a bit of hargy-bargy right there, but I think it was a fair overtake in my opinion. I think it was fair. Let me know down below in the comments. I think it was fair. Obviously, you know, you see a gap, you have to do it. Oh, bloody hell. If you like it so far, guys, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already. Wow, and there we go. Heat 3 finished. I got, so P4, guys, P8 and P5. So overall in this final race is where it all matters. Can I get a podium finish? Can I get a trophy finish? Let's find out. So last time I got here, I did get a podium finish top 3. So can I get a top 2 this year? This week, let me down, you know, that's how we got together. But yeah, there we go, guys. This is the final race of the night. Can I get off to a good start? I do get off to a better start, but I don't get anything, but I don't lose anything. So yeah, last month, guys, I got a trophy finish P3. So can I improve that this time? Let's have a look together. So now I started mid-pack, so now I've got a lot to do. I've got a lot to do to get this top 3 finish. So I think I'm P7. Yes, that is right. I'm P7, guys. So I've got 4 to get past before, you know, before I even consider getting a trophy finish. So can I do it? Let's find out together. So yeah, look at this massive train right here. In my opinion as well, good racing right here, good racing. You know, there's no fighting, you know, there's no like bumping each other, you know, there's just literally a train. Look at this, there's a massive train right here. But you know what? We're all keeping the same line. We're all keeping the same line. Keep it nice and tight with each other. Okay, but obviously the ones in front have a bit of breathing space because obviously they don't have people behind them, in front of them. So they're not blocking them off a little bit. So, but the ones in front do pull away a little bit. See what now they are pulling away slightly. But again, a good train going on, a good train here, you know, good racing. And that is what you like to see in these heavyweight races, you know, good racing, but obviously, you know, it can become carnage if you want it to be carnage. So yeah. So let's have a look together then. Again, barrier wall right there, and I hit it again. So again, I lost a bit of time to the ones in front, but the guy in front of me did it as well, so kind of worked out. But yeah, this guy here, we have a fantastic battle here. Okay, we have a fantastic battle. Okay, so I do lose him a couple of times, but I do gain him, you know, I do gain that time back, and then yeah, you know, it turns into a fantastic battle. But because of battling, then we do lose to people in front of us. So I know for a fact I've got to get past this guy now, because obviously it's a 10-minute final, so I know I don't have long. The average lap time, I guess it's kind of 33, 34, 32 as well. So obviously that's one lap, so you don't have long during this race to catch up. So you know you get to overtake soon. Back marker right there, overtaking nice and easy. Back markers can cause a bit of chaos, but he did it, to be fair to him, so that's good. So yeah, so 10-minute racing, guys, you know, it's not long at all. So if you're behind someone, you have to know, you know, get past them quick to get anything else. So yeah, so you see right now, I've lost this guy a slight bit. I've lost him a little bit. But because I'm in no man's land behind me, you know, I've got time to try and just do different lines and try and figure out to get closer to him. And you see right now, I'm gaining, guys. You know, I'm getting closer to him every single lap. Okay, so again, I do take it a bit wide there. I do bounce a little bit, but it shouldn't matter too much. But yeah, look at that, I've gained on him now. I've gained, so that's good. So can I overtake him? Can I make sure he knows I am there? Let's have a look. So yeah, again, I'm closer, but I know there's about 4 minutes left on the time. So you know, I am still P7. No, I'm P6 now, so I don't have long. Okay, so I've got to try and do something right here. So yeah, I'm P6. So yeah. So can I get past this guy? So let's have a look. So I'm so close. I take a different line to him right here because I noticed he was taking it wide. So I thought if I can get the inside line, but he's on the inside line right here, which means he gets that position back because he's got a better exit than I have. But that just makes him know that I am there. There's the pounce when he makes a mistake. Okay, so again, I tried to just scare him a little bit, you know, just to scare him a little bit, just to make sure he knows I am there. But here, I do in fact getting a lot more time. And look at this, I'm bumper to bumper with him right now. Can I overtake it again? Took it wide, see right now, and I knew that from the couple of laps later. So I took it on the inside. I've got that position, guys. I am now P5. Okay, so good lap right there. So can I get another one to get to P4? And I'm so close to getting another podium finish. Let's have a look together, guys. Let's have a look together. Okay, so can I do it? So now, see what now? I'm in no man's land. I'm in no man's land. Okay, so I know there's not long left. How long's left? I can't see how long's left, but not long. But here we go, guys. I've skipped a couple of laps because nothing happens with me trying to gain time. Okay, so now this is P4 right here. I overtook him nice and easy. What happened to him? Let me go so easy, man. So now I am P4, guys. P4. Can I gain anything from this race? Can I do it? Can I get any more people? Can I do it? Let's have a look. So yeah, crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. Damn, guys, this racing, man, it wears you out. If you like the video, man, hit a like button, subscribe if you're not already, man. Guys, what more can you want? What more can you want? Entertainment wise, on a Friday afternoon, Friday night, what more do you want than a massive go-kart race, man. What more can you ask for? Like, come on, seriously. But anyway, I'm still P4. So from P7 to P4, you know what, I'm pretty happy with that so far. So I know there's not long left now. I'm pretty sure there's not long left now. I'm pretty sure of it. Okay. But in fact, I do get a little bit on these guys in front. But what I realise is, this is a back marker, so don't really matter. And there we go, guys. There we go. That is in fact finish. I've just realised it was the checkered flag. So there we go, guys. A P4 finish. I missed out on one place on the podium. So my second time here, I got a P3, P4. So you know what? One step in the right direction, guys. So hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not ready. You want more like this, man. Hit that like button. Let me know down below in the comments if you want more like this, okay? But anyway, guys, thank you for watching today's video. I'll see you at Team Sport Leicester for next week's video, okay? So, thank you for watching. Good, and good night.